America's cattle inventory has fallen to just over 87 million livestock at the start of the year. That's the lowest since 1951. And look at this. Since 2020, the number of cows in the U.S. has fallen by 10%. Now, ranchers are warning that the shortage is going to drive up beef prices even higher. Take a look at this. In the past 20 years, the price of ground beef has increased 105%. Roasts are up 84%. Steak up 95%. John Boyd Jr. is the president of the National Black Farmers Association, and John joins us now. Look, man, you warned us this was coming. Now it is here. What are ranchers telling you about how dire this situation has gotten?
I tell you, this is a bad situation for America's cattle farmers and America, because we're producing 1 billion pounds less of beef than we were in this country just a year ago. And we're not investing in America's beef and cattle farmers. Biden policies are hurting America's cattlemen, such as myself. They should be investing in America's cattle farmers and making sure that we have the tools needed to stay on the farm. You know, we have everybody stacked up against it. We got Bill Gates saying, eat fake meat. And then we have the UN coming out saying not to support beef producers and eat less beef. We need to be supporting America's cattle farmers. And last night I was at the cattle market in my local township around here in Blackstone, Virginia. A very good market, I would like to add. And I saw that some of the stalls were empty. And during this time period, generally we see the cattle market just full of livestock. And now we see some empty stalls in there. And it's because we're not producing the beef that we used to do. And I've been farming 41 years and producing good, healthy beef for America. And I'm telling you, this is a time where we should be investing in America's cattlemen, and we're not doing it. And this administration isn't paying attention to what's going on out here, and the fact that the cattle count is down so low, as you just stated, since the lowest point since 1951 here in the United States. Yeah. So instead of making progress, we're actually going backwards here.
Going the other direction. How bad, John, will this get for the average American family? Specifically, will it force the average American family to cut back on their beef or eliminate beef entirely? And, John, do you think that's the goal of the Biden administration?
That's right. And, Americans are going to pay the price at their local grocery stores. And we already are seeing such a steep hike in beef in this country. And it's because we're not supporting these cattlemen such as myself. The administration, the Biden administration, isn't paying attention of this national crisis. This is a national crisis for America's cattlemen. And this administration has turned a blind eye and a deaf ear to something that needs immediate attention. And I just saw where you said he's going to be going to sample food. How about coming out and see what's going on at someone's beef farm today? That's what the president should be doing. And he's losing black support. And I can't hide but to weigh in on that. And it's because folks like myself who supported this guy, 130,000 members, we're not at the table on very important policy decisions that make a difference for cattlemen. We should be at the table while those policies are being discussed. Instead, we're being told after the fact, and this is how these policies are going to affect us. That's what's wrong. And, we need new leadership and a new direction. And someone's going to be all-inclusive to make sure that farmers like myself have a voice in the future of farming as it relates to beef in this country.
It's interesting to see if he'll do something about this. It is an election year. He does want the votes. Whether he does something to change his policies, which you blame for the crisis, remains to be seen. John Boyd Jr., thanks for getting up with us. We appreciate it.